Hi Aries, this is Jody with Soul Purpose Tarot. I am in Carmel, Indiana. I am a Libra Sun, Capricorn Rising, Sagittarius Moon. If you have been here before, welcome back. If you're new, welcome to the channel. As you know, what I normally do is pull out 4, 5, 6 tarot cards, read the energy. Are we looking at love, life, career, health? And then clarify with different oracle cards. The first card that came up was the Hanged Man or Hanged Woman. This one says the Hanged Woman, but so that would be you are in suspension mode. You aren't making a move. You are not doing anything. You might be in hermit mode. You might be pissed off. And you're like, I'm not talking to you anymore. You're not doing anything. You're just kind of sitting there. You ran out of gas at the stoplight. I don't know. Oh, I don't know why that just came to me. Princess of Cups. Princess of Pentacles. And the Death card. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'm going to keep going with this. So if you ran out of gas at the stop light, that's probably because you're out of money. And now you're like really pissed because you didn't follow your intuition and fill up with gas. Maybe you got stranded and right now you're mad at yourself more than anything. And you're like, so right now I'm feeling like, and because the Death card came up, you're like, shit has got to change. This is freaking nuts. And the Ten of Cups came up. You're like, I want my happy ending. All right. Those two cards came out, so we're going to take them. And the Eight of Wands is some forward movement, and Seven of Wands is you're like tired of fighting. All right, let's go with what we got here. So we've got the Hanged Woman or the Hangman, call it whatever you want, but you are kind of stuck somewhere, somehow. You've got the Princess of Cups, which would also be the Page of Cups in reverse. The Princess of Pentacles or Page of Pentacles in reverse. Death card. Ten of Cups. Eight of Wands. Seven of Wands. All right. So you are stuck in something. You are, okay, I'm like, you are stuck in your old ways and you are starting to get pissed about it. You have stuff you want to say. You have things you want to do. Money is kind of like maybe blocked right at the moment. And that Death card tells me you are like freaking over it and ready to make some changes because you are ready to move forward on your happy life. Ten of Cups. And if I feel like I've got like 3 cards over here, the Death card in the middle, and this. So it's like old ways. You're like, this is not working for me. I have got to make some changes because this is what I want and I'm ready to move forward. So you've got some mental stuff going on right now that's making you realize that you are you're your own problem. You are the problem. You are the problem of why you have not moved forward. It's not anybody else's fault. Although I feel like in the past, maybe you have pointed your fingers at other people saying, well, this is why this didn't happen. It was his fault or her fault. This didn't happen because it was his fault or her fault. This didn't happen because it was his fault, her fault. And you're kind of like going, oh my God, that same old story I have been telling myself has not been working. And so now you're like going, I've got to make some changes. I'm tired of dealing with things the way that I used to. and I'm ready to move forward. So you are on your way to making some major mental changes. I think you've realized that you have had a lot of old programming. You have been, okay. So this is what I'm picturing, is like an old computer that's working on an old operating system, and you're like going, this computer is a piece of shit, and it needs to go. I need a brand new computer with a new upgraded system and a new operating system because I'm ready to move forward, and I need it to work like I need it to work because the old one's not working the way it needs to. So you're feeling hopeful at the moment because you feel like you've made some breakthroughs. So it's kind of like you're like, I'm like, I finally figured some stuff out and I'm ready to move forward. What other emotions are Aries working with right at the moment? What other emotions are Aries working with at the moment? You're sad about something. You're unhappy, joyless, dejected. So, well, that's why the death card is coming in, is because you're tired of feeling sad and dejected and joyless and unhappy. Do I want all of these? I want the irritated one. You're irritated about something. You're annoyed, aggravated, and bothered. So something, okay. So this seems to be the theme of today, because this is the third reading I've done today, and this is like the same thing that keeps coming up. There's this feeling inside of you, this unhappiness feeling inside of you, and it's like you know it's there, and it's annoying you, and you're wanting to know why is it still there. You have been trying to get this gnawing, unhappy feeling out of your system forever. And it's like, now you're starting to get pissed about it. It's like, why the fuck is this still here, annoying me? Why am I still having this problem? Why am I still having this problem? Why is this still cropping up? Why is this still cropping up? And the thing that is popping up in my head is I had a car, God, how many years ago? I don't even remember. Several years ago, I had an Impala, and things were not going well, and every time I turned around, I had a flat tire. I mean, I have never had so many flat tires on a vehicle in my life until I had that car. And I could not figure out for the life of me why I kept having a flat tire. I was like, what is going on? Because I felt like there was a metaphysical reason for all of these flat tires that I kept having on this vehicle. And I feel like that's where you're at right now. It's like you keep having a flat tire on your car and you're like, why do I keep having a flat tire? I fixed that once. Why is it flat again? Well, now the other one's flat. Why is that one fit? You know, I just bought new tires. Why do I have a flat tire on that one? And it's like these things just keep kind of cropping up and you're like, I fixed that once. Why is that still coming up to the surface? That's because you didn't fix them right. You fixed them half-ass. You fixed the problem at that moment in time for a short period of time to make the pain go away, but you didn't fix the underlying reason. So, for instance, money blocks. Money maybe was good for a while, and then all of a sudden something has cropped up and money is an issue again. That's because you fixed the immediate problem, you put a Band-Aid on it, and you didn't fix the root of the problem, which was old programming around money. Old programming around this or old programming around that. So that's what's coming up again is like this, the stuff that you put a Band-Aid on 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 3 years ago, last month. It was just a Band-Aid. You didn't fix the root. You didn't pull it up by the root. And it grew back again. So that's what's going on is like, and now it's just starting to piss you off. It's like You just keep getting flat tires, and it's because you didn't fix the root of the problem, which was maybe there was a, you know, in my car, one of them was, it was a crack in the, I don't even know what the word is. It was, I don't know. I don't know why I kept getting flat tires, but it was the weirdest damn thing. All right, what other emotions are Aries working with right now that's really starting to frustrate him? You're feeling inadequate. So you've still got some self-worth issues that are nagging at you. You have got to nip that in the bud. You have got to get that inadequate feeling and not feeling worthy. Nobody else can do that for you. There's nothing wrong with you. Get over it. You know, there's nothing wrong with you. That's old programming from your parents. And you're feeling trapped about something. And depressed. Well, that depressed could be the weather, honestly. And lonely. I'm going to flip that up because I feel like you could be feeling lonely too if you're single. If you're a single Aries, you could be feeling very lonely right now. You know, this weather's not helping anybody. So I'm going to do, let's do blocks. What blocks are Aries currently working with that they, what old programming? That's what I want to know is what's the programming, blocks and programming that Aries needs to release? Fear. You've got fear. There's fears in you of moving forward, fears of some sort that are stopping you from having the Ten of Cups, the happy ending, the fear of moving forward, fear of money blocks, fear of not being, you know, I'm like, I joined a boot camp not too long ago because I kept having this, like my mother's voice in my head, you're going to spend all of that money that you got, blah, 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 blah. And I just kept hearing her say that. And I was like, I have got to get my mother's voice out of my head. So there are things that you can do that to get the roots out, to kill those roots once and for all so this shit doesn't keep coming up over and over and over again. I'm guessing this is saying that you've got some healing that needs to be done on your chakras. Something is out of line on your chakras. I have a friend of mine right now who's got some major, he's got some major anger issues. And I'm like, he needs to get that out of his system. He needs to heal from that. And I have given him all the advice that I can give him. So I gave him something the other day that might motivate him, but I don't know if that's going to work or not. So, do I? Yep, I do. Okay. Your free will is a block because you're not, because, okay, I feel like that's coming in of a, it's like, yes, you have free will. But I also feel like the universe has been trying to get you to do something and you're being stubborn and going, you know what, this is my life. I can do it however I want. And yes, you can. How's that working for you? As Dr. Phil would say. You've been getting signs of things that need to be done, but your free will is what is stopping you from moving forward, is because you're just being a butthead and being stubborn. You've got some inner child stuff that needs to be worked on. And you're being a butthead and stubborn on that. Okay, do I want these? Okay. Unawakened. The unawakened part of you has more control over you right now than the awakened part. And I feel like that goes along with your free will. Free will tends to play a big part in people who are unawakened. And if you want to stay in that position, that is your right to do that. But as long as you are continuing to do your free will and stay unawakened, you're going to be swimming against stream. And if you will flip things around, you will start swimming upstream, and that's when everything is going to just start getting easier, and things are going to start plopping up in front of your life the way you want them to. Things will become easier when you quit fighting what the universe wants you to do and take some action. Because right now I feel like you're not taking action on any of the things that the universe is trying to get you to do. It's like you want to do some forward movement, but you're just kind of fear is holding you back. I'm going to do, what time is it? 15 minutes. I want to do these last. I'm going to do 2 more things. I'm going to do some ascension cards, and what other comments does your higher self, your guides, past relatives, oversoul have to say to you? Guardian. I feel like you've got some guardians that are helping you, but you're ignoring them. Listen to them. Both of these fell out. Get clear on what you want. And choice. And it goes along. You've got a choice to do this. I mean, it's your choice whether you stay where you're at or whether you follow the path that you're supposed to be on. It is your choice. Absolutely, positively your choice. But you don't get to complain when things don't work out in your favor because you chose to stay where you're at. So people will quit feeling sorry for you eventually, or maybe they already have quit feeling sorry for you because you have opted to just do things your way. And I don't know. That's all I can say. Barriers. You feel like you've got barriers that are stopping you from moving forward. I feel like that goes along with the fear card. You've got barriers and fears that stop you from moving forward. And you're being encouraged to get over that, but it doesn't appear that that is happening. I'm going to do some ascension cards too for some reason today. What do you have to say? Any last things that you have to say to Aries? What? Oh, you have some emotional clearing that you need to do. So you've got some emotions that are blocking you. Yeah, and you might be having some problems keeping your vibrations up. Again, this weather isn't helping anybody. I mean, my God, this weather is enough to make people lose their mind if you're in Indiana. It's cold. It's been very, very cold out. It's been icy. It's just not been nice where I live. I know a lot of the United States a week or so ago got some really bad weather, and when you can't get out and be among nature, be in the sun, I mean, it can definitely have an effect on your vibrational state. Crystal clear intention. That came up someplace else. Get clear. That's come up twice. Get clear. So that being said, this is what I know. When the universe doesn't know what you want, you're not going to get anything. Because if you have the foot on the gas one day and the brake on it at the same time, you're not going to get anything, because the universe is like, well, I don't know. Does he or she want that, or does he or she not want that? Today, they want it. Yesterday, they didn't. Tomorrow, they will. The next day, they won't. What do you want? You need to get clear with what you want first before you're going to have any of that happen. I mean, that is very clear in this reading, is that you are not, you're not clear about where you're going. I want that one. Oneness. I think that just basically says we're all in the same boat. We all have the same issues. We all think certain things. So don't feel like you're the only one going through this. Last thing, I haven't had this shirt on forever. What's in this? Crystal bar soap. I haven't had this shirt on for a year. Anyway, if you're an Aries and you are home alone on Valentine's Day and you are not happy about it, then I have got some special Valentine's readings that I have been doing. Those will be coming up a few days before Valentine's Day. If you're home by yourself and you're not happy about it, it's blocks that you have that you need to be working on. So maybe next year you will not be home alone by yourself. And if you have somebody in your life that you wish you were with, but you're still not with them for whatever reason, then I'll have some other blocks that that person may be dealing with, or maybe the two of you in the relationship are dealing with. Whatever the case is, it might give you some clarity on why you are where you're at and things that you can work on to change that for the future. So anyway, I will see you guys around the middle of February for whichever reading you choose to do. Have a good one. Bye.